Welcome to the Imaginative Storm Writing Prompt of the Week. I'm James Nave,
I'm Allegra
and
Houston.
thank you ever so much for tuning in.
Every Saturday morning, we get on Zoom, and various people, whoever wants to, joins us to write live to a prompt. It's usually either an image or an audio file, and we generate a list of words. We write for 10 minutes, and then after the Zoom session is finished, we re-record the prompt for you.
And if you would like to join us live on a Saturday, we would love to have you on the Imaginative Storm. Call, and you can always find the Zoom link at imaginativestorm.com. And we are here at 10 o'clock Mountain Time on Saturday and noon Eastern Time. And so today we offered an image to our group, and the group generated words for 2 minutes. Words or maybe an image or two as they went through the 2-minute time frame. So what we'd like to do now is offer you the same image we offered our group this morning and give you an opportunity to generate as many words as you feel moved to generate in the 2-minute time frame.
And those words don't have to have anything to do with the image at all. They don't have to have anything to do with one another. Just a random list of words, and keep it as a list. It's not joined up writing yet. So this morning, we asked everyone on the call to give 2 words from their own individual lists to create a group list. The nice thing about having a group list is that you can borrow from other people's imagination and you don't just have to rely on your own. It's also enjoyable to hear how all the various different people who join us use some of the same words in the pieces of writing that they generate in the 10 minutes. So what I will do now is read for you the group list. Legs asleep, soul awake. Turn around. Stage dive. Labyrinth. Eyes ahead. He could be me. Working man's Buddha. International man of pieces. Raspberry beret. Newsprint wallpaper. Starting the day with gratitude. Over 100 ready-to-use mystic chants. Golden halo. Teaching silence. Sainted Buddha. Awaiting the moment. Lotus legs. Open hand. Monk with a halo. holding love for you. Sadness, my old friend. The written word. Instachance. Sudden enlightenment. Transparency. Common man. Mystic giant. Borderline defeated. Semi-lotus. Temple hat. I want some more mudra. Tattooed resignation. Contemplating the roads he had not taken. Parasol. Chairman Mao. Max Beckman. Getting colder. Softening. My checkered past. I thought it was you. Begging empty hand. Unhappy facial expression of a lonely man. A gentle heart attracting goodness from all.
So now you have your list as well as the group list. So what we would like for you to do now is to use your list and the group list and write for 10 minutes any way you please.
You don't have to use all of the words, certainly. You don't have to use any of the words if you want. Just choose one word as a starting place and see where it takes you. You can then return to the list, either one of them, and pick out more words to keep you going for inspiration, or just head off in some other direction and never return to the list at all.
So remember, this is a dance between your imaginative mind and your rational mind. Stay in your rational mind and let your imaginative mind, by way of the list of words, lead the dance. So the dance begins now.
So now we will tell you what that image is. It's called Neruda as the Buddha, and it's by our old friend, brilliant artist, Erin Currier. And you can see more of her work at erinCurrierFineArt.com.
And if you were pleased with what you wrote, we would really appreciate it if you would post it on the Imaginative Storm Circle community. It's a community that's been growing over the last 8 months, and we're really pleased with where it is, and I'll bet you will be too. So please consider posting on Imaginative Storm Writing Community Circle, and Allegra will tell you how to do it now.
So when you get to imaginativestorm.com, you'll see the Zoom link for the writing prompt of the week here right up at the top. And if you scroll down, you'll see Join Us on Circle. Click that and it will take you to the circle. If it's your first visit, it will ask you to sign up. That's free. You can use your Google or Facebook ID or create a new ID. And then you will end up on a page that looks like this. Over here on the left, you'll see the prompt of the week. And when you get there, the most recent prompt will be up at the top. And you can see this growing archive of other writing prompts that you might want to investigate. Click on the prompt, and there you will see it, along with the image, if it was an image, and the community list of words, and what other people have written in response to that prompt. And Elaine did this lovely thing of posting it in writing and then also posting her video of herself reading it. So you might want to do that too. And then if we want to comment on what other people have written, we can just hit reply. But if you scroll down to the bottom of that prompt, you'll see a place where it says, what are your thoughts? And you can insert here what you wrote to the prompt. And then when we read it, we can hit reply and tell you what we loved about it. So there you go. The Imaginative Storm on Circle isn't limited only to the people who write to the prompts with us. You can invite your friends and family to read whatever you post there. If you like, it's free to anyone who would like to join it, as is the writing prompt of the week live on Zoom if you should happen to want to come and join us one Saturday morning.
And the best way to find that is to go to imaginativestorm.com. And there you will find the Imaginative Storm Writing Prompt of the Week Zoom link. You'll also find a way to get into the circle and post your work. And we have books for sale and some workshops available, as well as other things. So we would really appreciate it if you would take a look, imaginativestorm.com. How to Edit and Be Edited and How to Read for an Audience are our two guidebooks for writers. How to Edit and Be Edited, written by me. I am an editor of, I don't even want to say how many decades of experience at this point. And How to Read for an Audience is co-written by Nave, mostly by Nave, with some input from me more about the kind of book tour end of things. And we wrote them because there are no other books on the subjects for writers. We felt that they were things that were really needed. So many people are afraid of the editing process, don't know how to do it well, don't know how to receive it, don't know how to ask for good editing. So those are all the part of the content of that book, some of the things that we cover. And the How to Read for an Audience is a little different than some of the other books that you may have come across, because most of the books today, in respect to how one presents the work to the audience, it's more about how to perform your work. And while this book is about performance, in the sense of you standing on stage and presenting your work in performance, it's also ways to be more comfortable with just reading, holding the book in front of you and connecting with your audience. So we titled it How to Read for an Audience because it's something that we all do. You've had people read to you when you were a child, I suspect, and you probably read to your own children if you have children, or some children somewhere along the way. So it's about how to read and stay connected in your reading. Because when you're connected to what you're reading, your listeners also are connected to what you're reading. The subtitle of the book is And Convert Listeners into Fans. And that is actually the key to reading for an audience. It's not supposed to be an ordeal.
for either the reader or the listener. And it's not supposed to be something that only your close friends, put themselves to the trouble of going to the reading in order to support you. It should be a really enjoyable, interesting, moving night out. And that's what we would like to see happening if more and more authors become really good at reading for an audience.
So thank you ever so much for listening to this, and we do appreciate you tuning in, and we hope our little tidbits about reading have maybe given you some insight in how you could engage your audience better. So thanks again for listening.
Goodbye.